Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. If you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Put your baseball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my rundown best bet in Major League Baseball, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab or the Experts tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Tuesday in Major League Baseball. First up, we've got the Rangers and the Orioles. No official starter right now for the Rangers, but we should see Charlie Morton going for Baltimore. And, Charlie Morton's been a lot sharper as of late. I know this is a, pretty scary spot for pitchers because the heat in Baltimore has just been crazy. It's definitely hitter-friendly weather. I think that we're going to see a good amount of home runs in this game, but Morton's done a good job of no home runs given up his last 4 starts. His strikeout numbers have been there. His control's been a lot better. The Orioles have won his last 5 games. I think I got to roll with the Orioles in this one. The Rangers offense still not great overall this season on the road, especially against right-handed pitching. I'm going to roll with the Orioles in this game on the money line. Next up, we've got the Athletics and the Tigers. We've got Luis Severino and Tarik Skubal as the starters. Now, not much needs to be said about Tarik Skubal. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball the last few years. He's in good form. I expect him to pitch pretty well in this game. But I also think Severino can put together a solid outing. It's why I'm leaning towards the under in this matchup, as Severino's been a lot better on the road than he's been at home this season. He's got a .93 ERA on the road in 38 2/3 innings, a 194 opponent's batting average. We know his struggles at home with an ERA just below 7, but now pitching at Comerica, I think it's a good spot for him. I'm going to roll with the under in Tigers Athletics. Next up, the Blue Jays and the Guardians. No official starter right now for Toronto, but we should see Logan Allen going for Cleveland. The Blue Jays have hit lefties very well this season and in the last 30 days overall. I like their matchup against Logan Allen, and I think that while the Guardians, I've mentioned, I'm not as concerned about their bullpen long-term after the slow start to the season. I think Toronto's bullpen can compete, and I think they have the much better offense in this series, so I like Toronto in this first game on the money line. Next up, we've got the Yankees and the Reds. We got Carlos Rodon and Chase Burns on the mound. Chase Burns making his Major League debut, one of the big pitching prospects in Major League Baseball and for the Reds organization. He has been excellent in the minor leagues this year, pitched a little bit in single, double, and triple A ball. Great strikeout numbers across the board. His control's been good. Does a good job of limiting sharp contact and home runs as well. Now, this is a tough matchup facing a Yankees lineup at Great American Ballpark, but I do think his swing and miss stuff, his strikeout stuff is going to be good enough to give the Reds a good chance to win this ball game. I know Cincinnati's not been the best against lefties in the last 30 days, but Carlos Rodon's given up a lot of sharp contact recently. We saw 3 home runs given up in his last game. He only has 1 career start at Great American. It wasn't a good outing, had an ERA above 5 through the outing. I think the Reds are worth a play here. I'm going to go with Cincinnati on the money line at Great American. Next up, we've got the Diamondbacks and the White Sox. We got Ryan Nelson and Sean Burke as the starters. Now, Sean Burke, we've talked about him many times, an expected ERA that's one of the steepest for starting pitchers with this many innings pitched this year. I can't trust him against a good Diamondbacks lineup. I know they're only just 2 days removed from the Coors Field Series, but I think Arizona has enough firepower in this game to score enough to win it and cover that run line. I think Ryan Nelson will be good enough. He's been pretty good as of late. Give me the Diamondbacks in this one, laying the 1.5 runs. Next up, it's the Pirates and the Brewers. We got Andrew Heaney and Jacob Misiorowski as the starters. Now, at the beginning of this season and last couple of years, honestly, overall, we've talked about the Brewers not being a great lineup against left-handed pitching, but in the last couple of weeks and in the last 30 days, this Brewers lineup has really improved their numbers against lefties. They're one of the top lineups in baseball against southpaws in the last month. I think they match up well against Andrew Heaney, who's been serviceable. I mean, a sub-4 ERA, doesn't get the run support, doesn't get the bullpen support. We see the losing record. And I think it's going to be the case yet again here. And I also think he does give up a few runs early. Misiorowski's been excellent in his first 2 starts at the major league level. He's got 11 strikeouts and 11 innings. He was flirting with a perfect game in his last game against the Twins. 6 innings, ended up 6 innings, 2 runs, and the home run, just the 1 mistake pitch. And, I just think, and that was a 17-6 Brewers win, by the way. This Milwaukee lineup has been scoring a lot of runs as of late. I got to run with Milwaukee here, laying the 1.5 runs at home. Next up, we've got the Mariners and the Twins. We got Luis Castillo and Chris Paddock as the starters. I like the over in this game. Luis Castillo, I've talked about 3.38 ERA, but an expected ERA in the 4s. He's given up a total of 7 home runs his last 3 starts combined. I worry about that on the road. Even against the Twins team, it's been inconsistent and struggled against Castillo back on June 1st. But also on the other side, Chris Paddock, he pitched really well against these Mariners at T-Mobile Park. 8 innings, 1 run, 10 strikeouts. But his last 2 games, 9 innings, 12 earned runs combined. I don't like his current form. I think we see a really high-scoring game. Give me the over in Mariners-Twins. Next up, we've got the Rays and the Royals from Kauffman Stadium. We've got Chris Bubic and Taj Bradley as the starters. Now, Bubic in his last couple of games, not his best work. We know he's put together a great season overall, but he struggled again against the Yankees on June 11th, and that's the Yankees team that got to him earlier in the season. They've gotten to him in previous meetings. Just maybe a team that just doesn't, they kind of have his number. But then he struggled against the Texas Rangers, who have been miserable against left-handed pitching this season. Bubic giving up 9 base hits and 3 runs in 5 1/3 innings. Did have 6 strikeouts in that game. Ended up being a Royals win, but not his best start. I worry about Bubic in this matchup because you got a Tampa Bay team. It's been red hot offensively. They've been great against left-handed pitching in the last 30 days. You got Taj Bradley on the other side, who's been very, inconsistent, to put it lightly, but he's been a lot better on the road this season. And I think that he's going to be good enough. I think the Rays are going to back him up offensively. I think that the Rays have the much better offense in this series, and I'm going to roll with Tampa Bay on the money line at a great price in this one. Next up, we've got the Cubs and the Cardinals. We've got Jameson Taillon and Eric Fedde as the starters. Now, for me, I don't really think either of these starting pitchers are as good as their ERAs may suggest. We even saw Taillon struggle in his last game. While I think he does continue to regress as the season goes along, I think he has the much better lineup to back him up in this game, especially against right-handed pitching. I like Chicago in this one. I think I'd lean towards the over, but Fedde's got an ERA above 4 on the season at Busch Stadium. I think the Cubs can get to him early on. Give me the Cubs in this one on the money line. Next up, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Houston Astros. We got Ranger Suarez and Framber Valdez as the starters. Now, the Astros, plainly put, have the much better numbers against left-handed pitching in the last 30 days. So you got 2 great left-handed pitchers on the mound, but I do trust Framber in his matchup here a lot more than I do Suarez because this is an Astros team. It's not just this year. It's been over the last few seasons. They've got some of the best numbers against left-handed pitching, low strikeout rate, usually a high walk rate, and good power numbers. So I like their chances at home. Give me the Astros in this game on the money line. Next up, we've got the Dodgers and the Rockies. We've got German Marquez going for Colorado, but no official starter right now for the Dodgers. I'm going to lean towards the over. It's not my favorite game on the board, but even though Marquez has been better as of late, and he's actually got better numbers at Coors Field than he does on the road this season, I still think he has the really tough matchup in this one against a tough Dodgers lineup. And I think that the Dodgers bullpen has proven to struggle recently. We've seen the Nationals did a pretty good job against the Dodgers bullpen. If this is more of a bullpen game or a spot starter situation, I could see the Rockies doing some damage, and they've been competitive offensively in recent games. So give me the over in Dodgers Rockies. Next up, we've got the Red Sox and the Angels. We got Garrett Crochet and Tyler Anderson as the starters. Now, when you look at the Angels in the last month, they've got great power numbers against lefties, but they also have a really steep strikeout rate to go with it. So, Garrett Crochet's given up a good amount of home runs in his last 5 games, but he's one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball. I think he pitches well, maybe outside of a solo home run here or there. I could see, 6 innings, 2 runs off of 2 separate solo shots, and then like 10 strikeouts plus for Crochet in this matchup. And that should be good enough for a Red Sox win because Boston's hitting lefties very well in the last month. They've got good numbers against Anderson. He's not in good form at all right now. So I'm going to roll with the Red Sox in this one on the money line and run line. Next up, we've got the Nationals and Padres. We've got Trevor Williams and Ryan Bergert as the starters. Now, Ryan Bergert's pitched really well this season, but this is a situation where I just don't think the Padres' offense has been good enough in the last month, both against righties and lefties, to warrant this kind of price. I know they're at home with the better record, and Trevor Williams got an ERA of 5.54, but his expected numbers are a lot sharper. He's coming off back-to-back solid outings. I mean, just 2 outs shy of a quality start in both of those games against the Marlins and Rockies, granted, but the Marlins and Rockies, offensively speaking, are right there with the Padres in the last month. So I think that Williams can be good enough in this game and give his team a chance. The Nationals have been a pretty solid road dog this season. Give me the Nationals in this one. Next up, we've got the Marlins and the Giants, the final game for Tuesday's card. Funny enough, this one's very similar to the previous game. By the way, we got Quantrill and Verlander as the starters. But in the previous game, I talked about how I just don't think the Padres offense has been good enough to lay that kind of money line price. But I think it's the same thing for San Francisco, where the Giants have been 24th, 25th in team OPS against right-handed pitching in the last 30 days. Verlander is not in great form himself. You look at his numbers. I mean, overall this season, the Giants have not really done a good job of backing him up offensively, but he just gave up 4 runs and 4 2/3, a home run, 7 base hits against the lowly Guardians. Cal Quantrill on the other side doesn't have great numbers on paper, but he at least can keep the Marlins competitive in this game. I think the Marlins are the play in this one at a great price. Lean towards the under, but give me Miami. And that's it. Those are the games for Tuesday in baseball. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.